Hey gang, this is PowerBricks back with another video review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Kore Sentai Hyuga. Now this is their mecha, Glacier-King, aka Hyuga-O. Now this is the primary mecha and the only mecha for this line. It's really interesting and it's huge, by the way. These Zords are big. So we're going to take a quick look at these little sketches that I did for the Rangers. I decided to save some time so we wouldn't have to go through all of the Ranger art. Well, me, because I gotta draw a lot of teams anyway. Sometimes I just can't do it when I'm working on this comic book and stuff. I'll be revealing that soon so you guys can get a good look at that, because I'm gonna need the audience. So here are the Rangers right here. This is the Crimson Mammoth Ranger here. This is red. You can see he's totally different from the others on purpose. There he is. Over there is the giant blue Elk Ranger. There is the green giant Sloth Ranger. The green Sloth Ranger there. There's the yellow Sabertooth. And here is the pink Direwolf. Now, those are the 5 Rangers right there. These were some, scrap designs I was going through before I made this. Just a cool little sketch so we can really look at these Zords, because I know that's what you guys came for. Let's get into it. Here is our Crimson Mammoth. Now, this is a really cool Zord. This is the main body of the Megazord, and it is a big one. Now, there are lots of articulation on the Zord, so first we're going to take a closer look at his face. We have green eyes, of course, with some red and some gold in there, gold throughout the entire robot. There is a throne up here. This is where all the Rangers live, and this Zord is so big to the point where it houses all the other Zords if there was a cartoon or a show. Now, it opens up his ears, and yellow comes out of this side, blue comes out of that side, okay? And then back here, they just, pink and green come right out of these pegs here. They literally come out and then they grow into big Zords. You know, Guy Ranger type deal, but different. It's very different. So, yeah, articulation, we got a trunk movement right here. We got a tusks. They are articulated also. They can move all the way up there, or they can come down. That's pretty neat. We got some leg articulation here on a ball joint. So there is that goodness. There is hind leg articulation, and there's also foot articulation on the robot. So you do get a full mass of articulation here. Same with the tail. This is a very articulated mammoth, you know. So we don't have to go through what the Mastodon went through in MMPR, because this is a full-fledged working Zord. It's nice, it's big, it's heavy, it's chunky, and it looks dope. Let's go to the next one. Next up is the Blue Deer. And I love this Zord because it's a blue deer. Like, come on, man, it doesn't get any better than that. Really nice Zord. I love the design on there, the design choice of the white and the gold. It's very complementary with the blue. Articulation, you got 360 arm rotation, and it does move outwards. The deer legs and the hind legs also are articulated to move all the way around like that. So you do get some good articulation there. There is head articulation all in the neck, and the head can move up and down. So we can go grazing, and you can get the yellow Zord to attack it because it's a predator. Anyway, really nice Zord. I like how it came out. There is a big gap right here, but that shouldn't bother anybody, you know? It's a really cool Zord though. And also the antlers are articulated just a little bit, but antlers don't really move at all. So why would they be articulated in the first? Next up is one of my personal favorites, and that is the Green Sloth. This Zord is incredible. Now, this is not only the first of its kind, but it was executed absolutely well. Now, I love the design choice of the green because I really wanted to make a dope green and white Zord, and this just speaks volume. So articulation, we got 360 arm rotation. Each individual claw, is articulated, you know. So there is some good movement there. Same here. All 3 of the claws are articulated, so we do get some nice articulation. The head is movable, it's posable, and it can move up and down. Okay, the tail, it's on a ratchet joint, but it can move. Okay, the legs, they're small, but they are also on a little ball joint. So, overall, really nice Zord. I love how he stands, and he also has these nice gold fangs here. Just a really cool Zord, you know. A dope marsupial. All right, let's go to our next. All right, So next is our Sabertooth Tiger, and this is a really cool one because not only is it the Sabertooth, it is a yellow one like the MMPR, and there is something really cool about it that I cannot wait to show you. Hopefully maybe some of you guys can see it if you have not seen the leak already. So let's get a good look at his face. Really cool design. You got the gold teeth. It doesn't get better than that with the grill. The mouth is articulated, head is articulated. You got 2 ball joints there. So you do get a lot of movement with this cat. The arms, or should I say the legs, are not articulated, but there is paw articulation here. So you can get some poses out of these paws, which is cool. Okay. Next, the tail is pretty much solid stiff, and I almost broke it for some reason, trying to grab him by his tail, which I should not do to any animal ever. So yeah, the hind legs are articulated. They are more articulated to look like a cat's legs. And I'm just really excited to show you guys this Zord now. You guys, please don't get mad over the over me not being able to draw those rangers, because look guys, I have a hard life sometimes and it's not easy. I can't do everything you guys want me to do, but I'm trying to do the most that I want to do, at least, or that I can do. And this is it, guys. I have a lot of Zords for you. And I just want you guys to really enjoy these. And please, don't start rushing me. Okay? Please don't rush me. There are people out there who love to rush me, and it's kind of annoying. And yeah, anyway. Here's our Zord, though, okay? So let's go to the last one, shall we? But not certainly least is one of my favorites, the pink Direwolf. Now this here is a really cool Zord. For one, it's pink. We don't get pink Zords like this at all, and it's a wolf. We've never had a pink wolf, so I decided to step that boundary and go make it myself, and here it is. So the doggy does have a wagging tail, which is good. It has head articulation on a ball joint. You can get some articulation out of that. The head doesn't really go down farther than this right now. That's about it. But still, you know that this is a dog, a prehistoric dog, because of the neck and the way it's structured. It's kind of like a hyena. But you got paw articulation here, and everything moves soundly. You look right here, we got leg articulation, and it's a really good robot. I'm really enjoying the overall entirety of this mech. It is just a high performer, and I absolutely love it. I hope that you guys love it as much as I do, though. Transformation is actually very simple for this robot in a sense, but not actually. You do have to do some transforming. Now, the only part removal is this and the tails. They're all interesting on what happens with them. So this comes off, and this is going to be the headpiece. So I'm just going to flip it up. This is the throne, and then it turns into the head right here. You can see it resembles tusks and an elephant head right here. But yeah, bam, there it is. Okay, now we come to the elephant itself. I mean, mammoth. Mammoth. Okay, let's come to the mammoth. All right, now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to fold up his mammoth tail. Then I'm going to bring these legs down, and I'm going to rotate the feet this way, like so. Then you see how tall he is, just the torso? It's actually leaving the camera. Oh, and I put his head on a little crooked too. That was my bad. It's supposed to be like that, but it was a little crooked, and I knew something was off, but I could not tell exactly. It was the head. So the head comes off, and it does place right here onto the chest. And then once you do that, you're going to rotate the tusks, and we're going to close the ears in. Once I do that, I'm going to come back here, fold these up, and then we'll place the head on top. And here is our torso. Really large torso. I told you guys, this Zord is a monster. It's the biggest one amongst the set. They're all pretty big. They are higher than 10 inches tall. That is for sure. But this guy right here is an absolute titan, and I'm telling you, it is. Next is blue, and what we're going to do first is we're going to get it into its Trident mode. So we will get the horns, rotate them like that, and there it is in Trident mode. Next, see how big it is? Man, I have to raise the camera a little bit. So next I'm going to fold the legs. This leg goes out like that, and this leg comes in like that. Then we get this peg, fold it out, And here is an arm right here for the robot. Yes, we're gonna come to green, and this is actually really interesting. So first, take off the tail, okay? Then I'm gonna get these arms and I'm gonna fold them up like this. Rotate up the head like that. Fold these down. Get this tail, plug it in here. A little lower, right there. So it's a heel, and there is a leg, okay? It's kind of like a pointy boot. So yeah, there it is. All right, guys. So next up is yellow, and this is the Sabertooth Tiger, and for obvious reasons, you already know that. But there is something really cool about it. If you guys haven't noticed, there's a giant saber on its back. So you take it off, and there it is. This is also the tail, the handle, which is really cool. Or it's really not a Sabertooth Tiger. It's actually called a Sabertooth cat, because we don't actually know what kind of cat it was. But we do know it was a common ancestor of most big cats today. So yeah, we take off the tail, right? And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna straighten out the head. Okay, now that you've heard enough of Nat Geographic, we're going to get this leg here, rotate it, and then rotate this upwards. Same with this side, we're gonna do about the same thing here. Rotate it upwards and make sure that these stripes are pointing outwards. I gotta make sure that's going on. So next I am going to swing this all the way around like this. Bam. Do the same thing with this side, swing it all the way around. All right. Then we're gonna pull out this connector, and here is the other arm. Last but not least is the pink. The pink is my favorite, but very interesting transformation, yes. So you rotate the legs around like this, then you pull it down like that. Rotate this leg around like this, pull it down like that. Take off the tail, pull out the connector port, lift these up, fold up the fangs. Once you fold up the fangs, you set it down. Now next, before we actually set it down, you're going to, well, I am going to fold the legs around like this. Then we have foot, almost foot, before I put these on. Then we have foot. Ready for Megazord. Beautiful. Let us continue. Connect. Voila. Next we're going to connect green. Ha. Voila. Now we transition. All right, so next I'm gonna get blue, and this connector goes right into that port. Like that. I'm just gonna put it like that. And then we're gonna get yellow, and it's gonna go inside of the other port like so. So here is our Megazord, and let's not forget his giant sword that plugs in onto the side of the robot like that. Bam. And we can also make this guy sort of grip his blade like he's ready to go all out. Here is Glacier-King. Wow, what a robot. What a robot. I wish I had him on a turntable. I have one, but he's currently too heavy for it. I need a really good turntable, so expect to see one when the time comes. But look forward to a turntable. Again, I used to have a metal one, glass, beautiful with the motor. But yeah, let's get a closer look, and then we're gonna look over the articulation and end this thing. Okay, so the points of articulation for this robot is 360 arm rotation. That's something that is on every Sentai Megazord. If it is not, then we're gonna have an outrage. So 360 on that side. They can kind of move outwards a little bit due to the way I constructed the robot. It does have some little wrist movement with the cat. You can also move it forward like that. So, you get a lot of poses out of this Zord. It is really cool. You also have this cool deer trident. And if I could do the mechanism, the head would shoot off. But we can't. But you kind of get how it goes. There we go. Okay, but you get how it goes. This is a really cool Zord. My brother absolutely loves it because it's huge and it's chunky, it's buff. Let's take this off and put it in the tiger's mouth so that we can see what the sword mode looks like. Plug that in, bam. Here he is with the saber. Really awesome. He could pull off this right here. He can do it. I love doing this right here. If I get it just right, he can hold the sword. Bam! Okay? He can hold it. The sword of power. I have the power. I got the power. That's what it was. Yeah, but it's a really cool Zord. Now, leg articulation. I didn't even show you. You can move the legs up, back. There is no bending in the legs, just like many other Super Sentai Zords. But we do get leg movement, which is good. Now, don't expect me to always have something on the level of Oni Taijin, because you guys know I've been articulating these robots. So don't even start. I know how people get in my comment section. I'm just playing. But I know you guys are fully supportive. You guys are the greatest people that I ever met. You guys are awesome. I love you guys so much. This Zord here is finished. What else can I say? Other than like, comment, subscribe. You know? And stay tuned for more. This is PowerRix signing off. Peace out, y'all. Enjoy the show while it lasts.